You're pretty.
Hey, so this is week 6 newborn update. Things are getting a bit easier. He's finishing up his bottle. This is one of the bottles that Spencer's sister from Longmont gave us. It's Dr. Brown's, and this nipple's a preemie, and it's pretty nice because he's sucking in it like he would, like he's nursing. So that's really nice. Let's see. So I was doing kind of a 3-step process where I would nurse him, and then Spencer would give him the bottle while I went and pumped. I decided to stop doing it because I didn't really see the point in pumping anymore, because I'm just, I guess it could have changed, but it looks like I'm just going to be supplementing with formula, but still nursing and then going along with the formula. This week, let's see, sometimes it's been pretty hard because I guess, I don't know, I've read somewhere that there's this like witching hour, so, and just in the evening, it seems like around 8-ish, he just screams and screams, and not quite sure like how to console him. It's just the witching hour, and then finally get him to like calm down, but it takes a while, and I'm working on just like not being so stressed out when he cries. But look how cute he is. He is over 10 pounds now. So he was born 7 pounds, 7 ounces. He's over 10 pounds now. Cannot believe it. Spencer, could you do a favor and move the camera so you can see his diaper? Please. Okay, I'll show you. He's wearing one of his big boy cloth diapers. Yay. Okay, thank you. Oops. I guess you can see my carpet. Anyways, and then I have my nursing pillow because I was nursing him, and then I'm giving him the bottle, and he's kind of falling asleep. And yeah, so he's doing pretty good. It's still kind of hard to see what cues he's giving, and I was talking to Spencer's sisters, and they're like, yeah, it's just gonna be really hard, and you might not even know like what all he's saying. And so there's this book that I've been reading. It's called The Secrets of the Baby Whisperer. It's really good. I really recommend it. I think one of Spencer's sisters like recommended it to me. And one thing that she mentions is slow. So stop, listen, observe, and what's up. So instead of just being like, he's hungry, I'm going to nurse him. He's hungry, I'm going to nurse him. Stop and look at what's going on. She also has some like facial expressions that they might make, and some sounds that they might make, and see like what's kind of going on. But it's yeah, sometimes he just cries and screams, and that's just what babies do. Sometimes they cry, and it doesn't necessarily mean that they're sad. It just means that that's how they communicate. It's just like if a dog barks, you're not going to be like, oh, what'd you do to that dog? It's just like that's how they communicate. And another thing I liked about the Baby Whisperer, though, is that she has this thing, a routine. So it's not a rigid schedule. It's not like wake up at 7 and then feed him at this time and take naps at this time and this time and this time. It's just an easy routine. So E is for eat, A is for activity, S is for sleep, and Y is for you time. So basically, you wake up in the morning and then you feed him. And then after he's fed, so after this bottle, going to do some activity, which for a newborn, I mean, it could be just like, could change his diaper, or we could, his home nurse gave him a book with black and white pictures, so he might look at that, just cooing at him, just any sort of thing, and that's activity, and don't want to overstimulate him or anything. And according to the book, he's supposed to be eating for like 20 to 40 minutes. It takes a bit longer to feed Zuko just because we're doing nursing and the bottle. Although we ordered some other nipples for the bottle so that it'll flow a little bit faster. Although with these bottles, like from my understanding, is that you don't want it to flow really fast because then he's like, oh, this is easy and this is quick and this is easier than nursing. So you want it to slow, kind of slow, like he's nursing, and want him to have that big mouth like he's nursing. But we ordered some a little bit bigger nipples so that it flows just a little bit faster for him. And hopefully that speeds up the feeding process. Oh, He like slumping down there. Man. Let me see. He's got a little bit left in there. Teeny tiny little bit left. And then after activity, so the book says, you know, about 45 minutes after activity, but it's not like a strict, like, have a timer on instead of 45 minutes. It's just like see how he's doing, see if he gets kind of sleepy, kind of fatigued. That he's going to be yawning, he's might be rubbing his eyes. But it's kind of hard to tell because, like, he'll yawn, and another book says, like, oh, if he's on, he might just need another activity. So we just kind of play it by ear. And then one thing that's been really nice this week is, well, actually just not even this week, but since like Monday, that's when I started the Easy program, is instead of just like feeding him and then letting him sleep on the nursing pillow or something, or just like trying to figure out, like, is he still hungry? But we gave him like a lot of, he has had a lot of mommy milk, a lot of formula. So he should be hungry for another 2.5, 3 hours. But yeah, for like sleeping, we swaddle him up and we put him in his bassinet, and that's been working pretty well. But just the only thing is that talking with the lactation specialist last time, which I haven't gone this week, and just talking with my home nurse, like, he's supposed to be eating at least every 3 hours, if not, you know, so every like 2 to 3 hours, that's when he's supposed to be eating. And then there's one stretch, I get one long stretch in a 24-hour period where he can go up to 5 hours without a feed. So last night what I did was he went to bed at, I want to say, like, well, we fed him at like 10:30. It was pretty late. And then fed him again, woke him up, fed him again at 1:30, and then went back to sleep pretty well. And then fed him again at 6:30, so that was my 5 hours between feedings. And that was really nice because between, yes, I just said face, baby boy. Between 10:30 and 6:30, those 8 hours, yeah, I guess he just, I mean, he fed it at 10:30, so there was like 2 hours. But I calculated that we got like 6 hours and 20 minutes, I think it was, of actual sleep last night. So that was pretty good. Still trying to figure out, though, just because it's really new, and the Easy program doesn't have him waking up in the middle of the night, even though, like, my home nurse is like, no, he has to wake up and get fed because he's so little, and that's just what they do. So I'm trying to figure out, like, how to get him fed and have him sleep as much as he needs, because he needs like 15, 16 hours a day. Just make sure that he gets all his naps in. Just trying to figure out how all that works out in this routine, which I like having routine, because then it's like, oh, he just ate, next thing's activity, and then after activity is sleep. And so it's just like, I mean, you still have to watch his cues and stuff, but it takes a lot of the guesswork out, because then I'm not just like, well, I fed him half an hour ago, and he's kind of going, he may have put his fist to his mouth, maybe. Is that a cue that he's hungry? Like, I know that he's full. That's one of the things, like, I just make sure that he has a clean diaper and stuff. So, still no idea what I'm doing, but I think at least, like, getting more sleep, and he's doing really well. And I'm really happy to have him here. Look how chubby he is. He's so cute. So, yeah. Got my midwife appointment on Friday, and hopefully I do not have diabetes, and because I'm getting a 2-hour glucose test that day too, and then hopefully she clears me for swimming. I really miss swimming, so that's really nice. The only, like, it's kind of weird because it feels like every day is just like a long day, and it's just trying to figure out what's going on. I think you're done. I think you're just like sleepy. Okay, good boy. But it's been, well, he was born 6 weeks ago, and now Spencer and I are thinking, like, so Spencer has 12 weeks of paternal leave, which I'm so grateful for because other places only give 6. So he gets paid 12 weeks. There you go, baby buddy. Come on. And he started just a few days before Zuko was born. So sometimes we get, it's a, not like stressed out, but sometimes we do get a little bit stressed out, but not meltdowns. We get a little bit stressed out because we're like, oh, your parental leave's already halfway over, but then I'm just like, well, we pretty much have to go through everything that we've gone through so far, but not really. Yeah. So I think it is easier now that he can sleep longer during the night, and now that we're setting up a routine for him, and I'm reading all sorts of books and stuff. There you go, baby buddy. You gonna burp for me? But really, every day is just like, it's just trying to figure out that day, trying to figure out what things work, what don't, and working as a team to do what we need to do. Oh, is that a toot or is that a poops? Look at his cute cloth diaper. Isn't that so adorable? Okay. So, like I said, I have no idea what I'm doing. But if you are about to have a baby, or if you have a baby, just know that like things, they do get easier, less. I mean, some days are better than others, but they do get easier. Especially like I said, since he's able to sleep longer. And he's an angel baby, and textbook baby. Yes, he's really great. And we're just like, we don't know if we can chance having another baby, because what if that other baby is not an angel baby? But I'm sure it would be. So, but yeah, I just know that it gets. I have to repeat myself. It gets easier. Just trying to find a groove, and just know that. I mean, as long as you're doing your best, like that's all anyone can ask for, and you're doing amazingly. Seriously, like if you are trying to read his cues, and I'm just going slow with him, and like making sure that he's super loved, which he's super duper loved, then yeah, you're doing okay. And I just know that I mean, I don't want to see him grow up because he's grown up so much, but I just know that, like, soon he's gonna hit other milestones, like soon all the way through the night, or holding a setup, or crawling, and someday he's gonna be in kindergarten. I don't know. It's gonna be weird. So, okay. Well, that's all for this week. Thanks for watching. Okay. And I'll see you next week. Bye.